What up, what up? Welcome to Primal Screen. This is your host, Nick Graystone. For the next hour, we're going to talk about fantasy, reality, and everything in between. Let's go.
What up, what up, what up? What's going on? Nick Graystone back into his house for another great episode of Primal Screen. I hope everyone's doing all right. I'm doing great. I'm kind of fired up. I got a cool guest coming out in a little while, Opus, but we're not going to bring him out right now. I got to talk some shit beforehand. So I just got out of the movies, and I've been waiting to see this movie for 16 years. Thanksgiving, directed by Eli Roth. So I don't know if you kiddies remember, but back in 2007, there was this movie that came out called Grindhouse. It was a double feature. It was Robert Rodriguez's Planet Terror and Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof. So before each movie, they made these fake trailers. They made Don't. Edgar Wright made that. Thanksgiving by Eli Roth. Machete by Robert Rodriguez. And Werewolf Woman of the SS by Rob Zombie. So right now, two of those movies have been made. Machete first, and The Long Wait for Thanksgiving. I'm dying for the other two to happen. I don't know if they ever will, but I love this movie. I thought it was great, you know. The kills were very creative. It gives us a lot of gore, and it's just a fun watch. It stars Patrick Dempsey. And I could see myself revisiting this movie. You know, maybe I'll make it a tradition around Thanksgiving. We've never had a Thanksgiving slasher like mainstream. You know, there's a couple out there. Thanksgiving, I believe, is one of them. And I don't remember some of the other names, but who knows? Turkey Gobbler or some shit. But check out Thanksgiving. It's out in the movies right now. Totally worth the wait for me. Like I said, I really did enjoy it. And, yeah, I loved it. It was great. And the popcorn was even better. So, all right. Now, the Reaper came a-knocking again. This guy, 91 years old, Roger Castell, he is the artist responsible for two of the most iconic, I feel, movie posters of all time. At least one of them definitely is. Jaws. I have it tattooed on my leg. And The Empire Strikes Back, which is my favorite Star Wars film. Yeah, Roger Castell was 91, and he lived a nice, long life. And he made some awesome art. I seen him at Chilla Theater a few times. Unfortunately, he passed away, I believe on Tuesday, of kidney and heart failure. So, Roger, thank you so much for your contributions. Jaws is, if I have to pick one movie that is my favorite of all time, now I know it's the other movies kind of change. Oh, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. But Jaws, hands down, for me, is the greatest movie that was ever made. I will put that at my number one always from now on, forever. I've made my choice. It took me a long time to do that. I'm comfortable with my decision at 45 years old. Probably came up with that about maybe about 2 years ago. But I'm going to say, yeah, Jaws. That's the one. So, again, Roger, thank you very much for making the ultimate poster with Jaws. All right, I'm going to switch gears right now and get into the true crime element of the show. Breaking news, this happened today. Actually, this guy's in part of the Fuck You Hall of Fame over here at Primal Scream, Thomas Valva. He's the piece of shit cop that basically starved his kid, left him in a garage, and he died of hypothermia. Well, Suffolk County offered Thomas Valva's mother $3 million for a settlement, which she initially sued them for $100 million, and she rejected it. Good for her, because first of all, no amount of money is ever going to bring your kid back. So that's first of all. Second of all, $3 million is a fucking insult to that poor woman. She has another child that she's taking care of, and I think her comment was that the $3 million wouldn't even take care of her legal fees. So keep rejecting it, honey, and get your money and set yourself up. Like I said, it's not going to bring back your child, but it will at least, sting those bastards in the right place, because this definitely should have not happened. And, yeah. So I said fuck you once to Thomas Valva, and I'm going to say fuck you again, you piece of shit. You got off light. I think you're only doing 30 years. You should be buried under the fucking prison. It's just any crime that involves a small innocent child like that, you deserve the worst possible, torture, death, whatever it is. Death is not even good for you. So yeah, it's sad to even bring that back up. The case was around for a while, and to be honest with you, I'm still surprised that that he's still alive. I thought he was going to be a real piece of shit and kill himself in jail or whatever. But I'm sure one day, like the rest of them that deserve it, the guard will take his break, and they'll let the boys in to do their justice, and that's how it's going to go down, and that'll be good. So, moving right along, Rex is back in the news again. Rex had an appearance yesterday. It was very brief, and they adjourned again until January, or I believe February. Yeah. So right now, the defense is saying that they're still waiting for the prosecution's case to be presented to them. Tyranny came out and said that there was almost an arrest for a prime suspect that was not Rex. Up until in the last year or so, which is very interesting, because if they had that amount of evidence that they were going to arrest somebody, I think the defense should know about that and who this person is. And all of a sudden they're not involved. Every time this hits the news, it's just like another fucking curveball. And it's just so confusing to me, Brown, now he's the attorney for Rex, and hopefully he said that the prosecution hands this over before his next appearance. We'll see. There was somebody in the courtroom that made her first appearance, and yeah, there she is, Asa Elrop, and she looks camera ready. She got her hair did, looking nice. Little update on her. Rex signed over the house to her about 2 weeks ago, and rumor has it out on the street that she is being followed around by cameras. So right now she might be having a reality show, a documentary, whatever the case may be, following Asa around. It's an open invite anytime you want to come here, Asa. I already said you could be my co-host for a couple weeks. Bring the camera people down here. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Because, I don't know, this I'm, divided on. Did she not know? I mean, we talked about this, 2 weeks ago, that there was a woman that went to the house with her cop boyfriend and Karen Vergata. That was Jane Doe that this got identified. She said that this woman said that Asa was in the house with Rex, and that she said that she was deathly afraid of him. So, she had to know something was going on, but also with the same, when you're not hearing very good things about Rex ever. A lot of people that have dealt with him said he was a narcissist and everything, and I've seen it with my own eyes, man. When you're dealing with a narcissist, you can't get rid of him fucking any quicker than they walk out the door. So maybe blind eyes, like, fuck him, he's out of the house, he's out of my head, thank God. Whatever the fuck he's doing, he's not doing to me. So could it be a possibility that she was too scared to even, think about that, and she was just fearing for her own life? Hopefully one day it will surface and we'll get answers, but that's part one of what I'm going to talk about with Rex. Part two is very interesting. Look at that composite sketch. That is uncanny. That looks like a young Rex Heuermann. So the circumstances surrounding, I believe her name is Alicia Reynolds, her disappearance. This is 27 years. It's a cold case. So long story short, this girl was on a 150-mile journey to go shopping with her mother, and was supposed to meet around 10:30. She never showed. She was driving from Baltimore to Charlottesville. Her mom waited for her, thinking bad weather or something unforeseen. Later that same day at 6 p.m., her car was found abandoned along the shoulder of Route 29 near Culpeper, Virginia. And a white paper napkin was placed under the windshield wiper, and that's like, I guess, back in the day, that means like there's an issue with the vehicle. It was later discovered there was nothing wrong with the car. 3 witnesses, and one of them is the one that identified Rex, told the officers who this woman was last seen with. And like I said, that picture of that they're presenting looks just like him. So they told that Alicia had been spotted speaking with a clean-cut white male who has been driving a black-colored pickup truck. Now, we got to rule out the avalanche because this took place in '96, and the avalanche, they didn't start making them until 2001. Eventually, Alicia's body was not found. It was found like 2 months later. It had been dumped in the woods about 15 miles east of Culpeper. Now, the investigation by Virginia State Police into Alicia's death remains active, and it's ongoing, like I said, for the last 27 years. In a disposition of an unrelated lawsuit, Rex admitted to be traveling to Virginia on multiple occasions up until 2018. I believe he had family out there. I think his mom lived there. So it's possible that old Rexy boy took this cross-county lines. I mean,
did you see this other sketch?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one too. It looks a lot like him.
Yeah. Either that or the Birdman of Alcatraz or something, right? Pretty crazy. Yeah, like there's so much mystery, like they have this now. They have possible ties in Carolina, the possible ties in Vegas, New Jersey. They said that there's a possibility. Well, I don't know. Maybe that was the...
Yeah, he's...
Oh, yeah. He's live. Opus, we're going to come in a little bit, man, all right? Just hang tight, brother.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Do I sound like one of the guys from like Biohazard? Yo, we're not from New Jersey. We're from Brooklyn.
New Jersey. Look who else is here. What up, man? I can't stick around, but I just wanted to say what's up, brother.
Hey, what's up, dude? How are you? Hey, guys.
What
up?
Cool. How you guys doing? All right? Awesome. Awesome. All right, Opus, I'll bring you out in a couple minutes, brother. I just got to do a little wrap-up thing over here, and we'll get down to business. So,
you got it, bro.
Kiddies, last week, I wanted to start a new segment. Actually, Opus, you got to I got to see if I can mute this because right now.
I muted him.
Oh, okay. You're good. You're good. last week I did a new segment, and the video that I shot was a little, fucked up. I'm not the greatest with technology or whatever, but what I wanted to do is bring back that segment because I thought it went over well. So what I'm doing tonight, again, with another segment of Unboxing Your Box, I am bringing out Green Day's new box set for Dookie. It's, get ready to feel old, kids. It's 30 years old. It's pretty insane. So with this, they give you a whole lot of stuff. You get magnets with some art from the album. You get a postcard from Paradise, so welcome to Paradise. Very clever. You get some buttons, and you can add to your stuff. You get some baggies that you could pick up, Dookie, when you're walking around if you have a dog that shits a lot or whatever and is a Green Day fan, so you could shit Green Day and pick it up. You got a nice little air freshener. I don't know if it... Can't smell it through there, so I don't know if it smells like shit. A cool sticker. You can make your own paper plane. Pretty sick. A glider with the little doggy on there dropping the Dookie bombs. Nice cool lithograph. I guess that's the original art that was put on there. You got a little cool poster, which is very big. I don't feel like unfolding it, but yeah, that's like the whole Dookie scene going on, which is very cool. I just can't believe that this album is 30 years old. I remember it like it was yesterday. Very cool book. It's got like a lot of like the liner notes and stuff inside and the production of this album. I mean, you know what? I know there's a lot of people that it's either you love Green Day, you're all in, or you hate them, you know? I understand, like, people say, oh, that's not punk rock or whatever, but they brought it to the mainstream. I mean, it's polished, it's pop, you know, but I got to give respect to one thing. The first time I saw Green Day was around this time when they just released Dookie, and I saw three guys on stage, but they commanded that stage. And the next time, like, I just seen them getting better and better and better. And just, like, it turned into this whole production. Now you go see Green Day, there's, like, 10 people on stage. They got another guitarist in the band, you know, because Billy Joel is a born frontman. You know, like, he really, he holds the crowd in the palm of his hand. And like I said, either you're all in or you're not. So this is 6 vinyls that come with it. So you got the double vinyl of the album, which is remastered. And you got some demos, which I've listened to, which are very cool because there's a song on here. It's like a cassette demo of Jar, Jason Andrew Rivella. That was in the movie Angus. It was on the Angus soundtrack. I just love that song, and I love that I have another version of it right now. It's been a while since I listened to that. A lot of 4-track demos on here of most of the songs that are on Dookie. But there's also a acoustic version of When It's Time. When It's Time was actually written for this album, but it didn't make the cut. And they never officially like released it all the way until like after 21st Century Breakdown. They released it around the time when they made The American Idiot play. I love that song. It's a great tune, and it's cool to hear like a demo of it on acoustic guitar. Some outtakes on here. Christy Road kicks it off. That's one of my favorite Green Day songs. Again, Jar is on this. Very cool. Now, this is when I was all in with Green Day after this performance. Woodstock 94. This is when Green Day shot the superstar in my eyes. After they started throwing mud and got engaged with the crowd and stuff, and after that, I feel like they signed their own check, and that was it. It was off to the races. Very cool that they released this. And this is a double live in Barcelona. Man, I wish they could play a set list like this now. There's this like really great stuff. One of My Lies, 2,000 Light Years Away, Going to Passalaqua, Paper Lanterns, Christie Road, you know, Dominated Love Slave. Oh, just awesome. So, yeah, they did a really awesome job with Dookie. And if you're a fan, go check it out. All right. Now, with all that being said, I am ready to bring out my special guest for the evening. My friend Opus from Mindsnap Music. He's the drummer from Dead by Wednesday. He's a touring drummer from the Cro-Mags. And I'm only saying just a little bit because this guy's doing a lot of stuff right now. I'm going to bring him on right now. Opus, what's up, my brother?
What up?
How you doing, dude? Thank you for coming to Primal Scream. I know it was like the 11th hour when I hit you up, but
it's so good to see you.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Again, you know, for those of you who don't know, this is the gentleman that actually got Demon Scar on board and brought us out to the Milwaukee Metal Fest. I did a lot of talking through email with Opus, and it was a pleasure dealing with him, and that was a great time that we had in Milwaukee. So personally, I'd like to just say again, thank you for that smooth transaction with us with that, brother.
Absolutely. I would never want to ever come across as anything but sincere with you guys, because that's what I do, man, and that's a lot of the reason why I'm not as ahead as I'd like to be in the business, because I believe in, being true to yourself and to other people. And that's very rare in this world, especially in this business,
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. That's a great way of looking at it, dude. And you know what? You gain a lot of respect that way, and that's pretty awesome, dude. In my eyes, you made it, bro, a long time ago. Like I said,
thanks,
man. I looked up some of your stuff from the past, and yeah, let's get into it, bro. So, like,
I think making it is all just a frame of mind. I mean, dude, making it is really different for everybody. The level of it is different for every different person, depending on how they feel. So, like, if someone's just playing on the weekends and having fun and making money, and they feel like they made it, then God bless them. So it's like, it's really just a mindset, making it is just really just loving what you do and being able to make a living out of it. You don't have to be rich and famous. You could be, popular and respected and content and make a living and being happy doing what you love, and not have to, especially in our genre, we don't really get a lot of that, mega fame and kind of old school rock star or like, movie star status type of treatment. We're in the trenches, and we're always grinding it out, and that's kind of the beauty of the punk hardcore metal genre, even rock a lot of times nowadays. I have a question though. Are you seeing two of me? Because I'm seeing two of me. Is that just? I hope it's not doing that on your podcast.
No.
Oh, good. Okay. Cool. I can't stand it. I'm seeing two of myself.
Are you really?
Yeah.
No.
Right. I think it's just a little bit in my corner, and then you're.
No,
I'm good. As long as I'm good for you, I'm happy.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. But what were you saying?
No. I was letting you go, man. I was listening, hanging on every word that you were saying. That's pretty awesome. I agree, bro. Like, the whole vibe, like at Metal Fest too, was like very welcoming. Like, I feel it's weird, like playing gigs in our local area and stuff. I feel like we do so much better when we're out of town. I'm not trying to diss like people that come and see us here.
You're always being judged in your own town, I think.
Yeah.
If you look at that, no matter who you are, right. I know bands that like even my boy, in Hatebreed. I mean, dude, he's from New Haven. When he plays around Connecticut, people love him. He has a huge fan base, and he's well respected. But there's always the haters. There's always going to be the haters, no matter who you are, whether it's Metallica or Hatebreed or Dead by Wednesday or Cro-Mags or Gargantuous Soul back in the day, and we had tons of haters. And the better you do from your area, the more haters you got, you know, and that's a good thing, man. I don't know. I don't pay too much attention anymore about other people. I just kind of forge ahead, and I'm just happy to be where I'm at my age and still able to do it. And, you know, I know that eventually there's going to be a day where it comes to an end. So I'm trying to soak it all up and soak it all in as much as I can now, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I should have done it a long time. I should have done it this intense a long time ago, even though I did, just not to this level. So it's like, you know, I'm looking at it as like, you know, now or never, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Dude, trust me, I'm in the same boat right now, bro. Like, you know, I've been playing in bands since I'm 19 years old, dude. You know, even before that, I was writing, and finally now, like, I'm gaining traction in music. I'm doing stuff in movies, so it's kind of like, one of my friends said it to me.
Dude. Your podcast it's pro. This is great looking, man. I dig it.
Honestly, dude, I have to come here because if I did it out of my house, it would look like everyone else's shit. And like, I got to bring it here. And you know, I have a producer here that helps me out. My boy Meds, the guitarist, he helps me with post production.
I'd like to send you some of my Mindsnap music artists, man. Maybe you could interview some of these cats.
I would love. Opus, that would help me so much, dude. I love that.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah. And honestly, like, I do this. I've been bringing guests out. I wasn't sure how I was going to go about it, but I like interviewing. I like talking. I like finding out.
You look good behind there, man.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, and I grew up since I seen you last. I grew up the old Tom Selleck, so I'm going for that right now.
I like it.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. So the beginnings
I like your new single too, man. That you sent me.
Which one? Oh, the
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's very unique.
Oh,
the same. Cool, more punk.
The same old show. Vibe. Same old show.
Yeah, same old show. That's it. Yep.
Yeah. So it's got that punk in it. It's also got some some metal in it, and it's just you know, I call it our bipolar epic tune.
It's raw, you know, and that's gonna be. I can't divulge too much information, but that's going to be, is that the song that you want? It's going to be on the MMF compilation this year.
Okay. Excellent. I love it. I love that. Thank you.
I mean, I can't really, you know, they haven't announced anything yet, so I can't really say much, but all I can say is that Milwaukee Metal Fest is happening May 16th through the 19th this year. And Mindsnap Music is still in effect a sponsor and involved in a lot of the independent and regional and local bands that are playing and opening as an independent, booking contractor for the event through Milwaukee Metal Fest. And I appreciate being involved and, all that good stuff. And I want to, thank obviously Jamie for making that happen again this year for me.
Dude, talk about like someone who's cool as shit, bro. Like, I've seen Hatebreed all these years leading up to like playing Milwaukee Metal Fest and just being on the other side and just seeing how humble and like he's like, you're not going to get a nicer guy, man. Down to earth and just like very cool and just, he gives back.
He's been through a lot. He's been through a lot just like everybody else and he's still fighting, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not an easy road for Hatebreed. I mean, dude, like that style, it's like being like a slayer, you have to remain aggressive, you get that style. People don't want anyone to change, it's like you gotta just be Hatebreed always,
Yep.
And then you get older and things change and I don't know, it's hard for a lot of bands and they survived and able to, now they're even doing this year, they're doing better than they have in a while. I mean, I saw some a lot of shows were sold out. A lot of the Hatebreed shows were sold out. So
yeah. I was seeing clips of that stuff.
Respect,
Yeah, and they were just on that Lamb of God cruise too, right?
Yeah, now he's doing two major. He's booking and putting on two major festivals himself.
Dude, that's
as
amazing.
An independent promoter.
You know why? Because he never forgot where he came from, and I think he's doing this just to like pay back. Giving those other guys a chance.
He's trying. It's not easy. A lot of people. There's a lot of. I know from being involved, there's a lot of red tape and a lot of things blocking our way to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to help indie bands or like, up and coming or developing bands. They don't want to do that. They just don't. They want it already developed. They want to sell tickets. They want to make money. They don't give a crap. And it's hard to like convince people like to be involved in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he does a good job of that. And I've been doing that a long time as well. And I think it's part of just networking and creating good karma around yourself. You know, and hope that it always eventually circles back to you. And if it doesn't come right away, eventually it does at some point, you know.
You know what? Once you get in, you try to make as many contacts as you possibly can, and you know, don't be an asshole, and don't out welcome
Simple
yourself.
Simple as that. And I've been. I'm not perfect. I've been an asshole before, and I'm sure you know. But those days are long gone. You learn. You live through your mistakes. You learn, and you. That's how you better yourself, you know. And that's kind of like what a lot of people have to do. That, you know, a lot of times have changed, and you know, people have changed, and you know, I haven't, like for example, I haven't drank a drop of alcohol in over 6 years.
Wow!
You know,
congratulations, dude. That's a major feat.
Yeah, and it's not because, and it's funny because it's not just really because I really wasn't really necessarily an alcoholic. I had some health issues, and it was stomach stuff and liver stuff, which ended up being liver stuff, because of the fact that I was doing everything wrong. And I had to change my lifestyle completely, not diet, not, you know, give up certain, give up everything, just certain things that were causing a lot of the issues.
Right.
And when I did that, you know, everything changed. I lost a bunch of weight. My playing started getting better. I was more focused. I was considered more for gigs because they know I was reliable. They weren't drummers. Drunk drummers, unless you're John Bonham, are the worst thing in the possible, and you could possibly have. Is it even a buzz drummer? You know, there's the dexterity's out the window.
Yeah. Even if you think you're on your game, you're not.
Yeah, yeah. So but I cured myself, you know, through food. I'm off of all medications. I'm not drinking. It was a turnaround at some point because I had my kid. I wanted to really take my career serious.
Yep.
And get to another level. And that's kind of what I did. But also a reason why I don't drink. And at that point, it wasn't because I was like always hammered or an alcoholic or I couldn't stop or whatever. I was a social drinker, and I'm Italian, and I was born in Rome, and I love red wine. And I would drink when I ate dinner and socialize, but like a glass turned into 2 glasses turned into a half a bottle turned into a bottle, 2 bottles, and then a gallon later. And I'm mixing it with soda because I learned that in Europe. They call it like a diesel, like red wine and Coke, which is all sugar, all calories.
I'm sure it's delicious,
it's
though.
Disgusting. Yeah. And I loved it.
Yeah.
And it really, but I was having like all kinds of stomach issues, GERD, ulcers, bad bacteria, overabundance of bad bacteria, all this crazy shit that, like, you know, you don't want. And I didn't realize it until it was too late. And then I basically cured myself, got rid of all that shit, and started eating right, and no fried foods, no spicy foods, no alcohol, no soda, no sugar in my coffee. Like, I really like go all out, and then everything turned around. And now the doctor's like, yo, you're better than you were before you got sick. He's like, you're good. I work out all the time. I do martial arts, yoga. I have to just to stay in shape for the drumming, you know, because I ain't no spring chicken, you know. It's like, you know, I gotta stay in shape, otherwise it's gonna be miserable. You know?
No, absolutely. You know what, dude? Once I get back, I just started back on my health kick. I've been doing Weight Watchers on and off since 2017, and I lost like 90 pounds. Then, like, I gained back a bunch. It sucks, dude. It's tough.
I don't judge. It's not for everybody, and there's plenty of healthy, chubby people out there, and I was one of them. You know, I mean, like not then, but for a long time, you know, I have no qualms with that shit. Like, I don't give a crap, but you know, I just try to what's right for me. I wasn't going in the right direction, and I started seeing major. You know, problem was they got me on this stuff called omeprazole, and then, like, they put everyone on that shit. It's like a PPI. It's like a major Pepsid, but like prescribed.
Yeah.
And they got the whole America on this shit. And
Does it fuck up your stomach?
It suppresses the fluid that comes up, that burns your, that comes up like when you have GERD.
Agita, yeah.
Yeah, the agita. Yeah, there you go. Hey, yo, agita. And it suppresses it. But they don't tell you that if you have a fatty liver or if you already have like a compromised liver, when you're on those pills and you drink alcohol after like a long period, like 5 years, it fucks with your liver up. And they don't tell you that stuff. They just, I had to like Google it. And they just tell you, oh, if you got GERD, take that stuff, and it helps. And if it's bad at night, take a second one. And I was waking up choking on my own vomit like Jimi Hendrix, and I couldn't breathe. So I had to make a change, and I did, and that's the whole point, And
scary, bro.
But the thing is that then once you stop and you walk away, I don't mean to sound like I'm lecturing because I don't give a shit. But once you stop and you walk away from alcohol, right? You start seeing everything is related to it. So like, okay, you want to go out for a good time, it's got to be involved in it. You go to a concert, they're selling it, and you get judged on if you're a good band. If a lot of people show up and you sell a lot of alcohol, so you're selling poison to the masses. That's your job. You're selling poison, and if you sell a lot of poison because your band does really well and has a lot of people that are drunk and going crazy, then you've done well.
That's what the club owners want, man. They make the money with that way,
right? And that to me, and especially since what they did to the original Americans, the original Native Americans, and how they sold poison to them. Yeah. And now they sell it to us. They get us sick, and then they make money off of us getting the medicine, trying to cure ourselves from the medicine. I can go on and on.
It's a vicious circle, bro.
It's a vicious cycle. It's giant. I don't want to sound like a maniac, but it's a vicious cycle. And then on top of it, I thought of my boy. Growing up, I'm like, does he want to see this guy with a beer belly on a? I don't mean, again, no offense. I'm not saying anything negative about anyone with a belly or whatever. I'm just saying, would sit on the couch, go get me a beer and drinking a 6-pack like every night. And that's what they see is what they're gonna do.
Absolutely,
and monkey see, monkey do.
Sure.
And I don't want that kind of influence on my boy. Just like I don't want to smoke cigarettes because I don't want him to. He might pick it up anyway. Yeah. But I don't want to be the bridge, that negative bridge.
No, I hear you,
know
man.
What I'm saying? So with all that put together, I'm like, you know what? I'm done.
I'm 8.5 years sober off of opioids and narcotics. So
major fucking snafu in this world, bro.
Dude, honestly, bro, I was on a fucking one-way ticket, bro. And you know what?
Thank God.
I stopped because first of all, I had a kid too. And secondly, I didn't want my kid to come up to me one day and ask me what's wrong.
Yeah. Exactly. Dude.
No fucking way.
God bless you.
If I croak, I have a fucking heart attack, I have a stroke, that sucks. It's unfortunate, but I'm not gonna be a fucking junkie, man. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna do that. So
you can't do that to your kid, man.
No, not
God
at
bless
all,
you,
man.
I have a lot of problems in my family. And
everyone does, dude.
It's sad to see what it turns you into.
It turns you into something that you're not, bro. You could turn into a loving person into a fucking monster, bro.
Thief, evil, deceitful. You sort of inherit. It sounds crazy, but you inherit a demon.
You sure do.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, fucked up. So now bringing it back, dude, like the beginnings of your musical interest, like where'd you start? Like what was the thing, the band, or what was it that was like, okay, I want to do that?
Well, I mean, when you bring it real back, I mean, you know it, Kiss, bro. Come on.
Well, I'm an interviewer, so of course I have to bring it back to that. That's why I wanted to ask that.
I got it right here on my wall. Hold on. I got old school Kiss. This up.
There they are.
You see it?
Yes, I do. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually going to see them at the Garden 2 nights in a row.
Nice.
Yeah,
oh man, I wish I could go.
December 1st and December 2nd. I'm going to take my kid.
Oh man, that's incredible.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I've been a Kiss fan through all eras and everything, and yeah, man, I just
I've always My kid loves Kiss now too.
Dude, you know what? It's cool.
He likes disco Kiss. He likes disco.
Oh yeah, dude. Zoe, my daughter, she loves "I Was Made for Loving You," bro. That's her jam.
Oh yeah,
that's actually her first song that she actually remembered.
Disco Kiss.
Yeah, Dynasty. So,
I love it.
Speaking of Kiss, now these are my top 5 Kiss albums, and I got a little collage that I made. It's not everyone's top 5, but they're mine. So it's Ace's solo album.
If you say Elder, I'm gonna laugh at you.
No, dude, it's Ace's solo album, Revenge.
That's not a Kiss album.
What do you mean? They released 4 of them at the same time. No
It's
good.
not Kiss.
All right.
No, you're out.
I'm out before I even start. All right, so Revenge is another one. Destroyer. Alive.
Revenge. Wow, that's their alternative 90s sounding Alice in Chains album.
Oh, at Revenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love it. That's my favorite. Other than the originals, that's my favorite era of Kiss.
I forgot about that album. That's like when they tried to go like grunge, right?
Yeah, well, they did Unholy. They do I Just Wanna.
Yeah, it was during the 90s when Alice in Chains was big and shit. They dropped their guitar, they tuned their guitars, and they started doing harmonies with the vocals and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. That was it. Alive, and then Creatures of the Night. Where are you at?
Creatures of the Night. Wow.
Yeah, I love Creatures of the Night. I love War Machine.
Like Hotter Than Hell?
Yeah, I like Hotter Than Hell, but I mean, it's not my top 5.
Dress to Kill?
I think your top 5 is going to be like the first
Destroyer,
couple albums.
No, I like Kiss Alive 2 and Destroyer.
Okay.
So that's definite. Those two. And then I like Dynasty. I do.
Yeah.
I like The Elder.
Dude. I can't like The Elder, but you can.
Yeah. I was breaking the balls. No one likes The Elder.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that.
Animalize. I like Animalize a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Dude, Lick It Up. Come on, man.
Lick It Up is cool. Yeah, I like Lick It Up.
All that stuff.
Yeah. 80s Kiss.
80s Kiss.
Dude, you know what? Vinnie Vincent wrote a lot of good tunes for them.
Track of Animalize. What was that? It was killer. What the fuck was it? It was like that. It was real metal kind of.
On Animalize?
Yeah.
Not All Night, is it?
What is it?
All Night?
God, it was like a fast-paced riff.
I don't remember. You know what? I'm going to look it up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break right now. I'm going to put one of your songs on.
Okay.
This is off of your album Capital Conspiracy, and it's Mars in Exile.
Yeah, it's a brand new album. Not brand new. It's actually not. It's 2023, but it's the newest Dead by Wednesday album. It's most recent. Capital Conspiracy. It came out on my label with the help of David Ellison's Combat Records, so Mindsnap Music, Combat Records, distributed through Von Artists and The Orchard, and it's available anywhere, digital and streamable platforms are available, like Spotify and Apple Music and iTunes and all that stuff. And,
all right.
YouTube. And this song actually has a video out. Mars in Exile is a Lego video.
It's pretty cool. I've seen it before. It's awesome. I like it.
Yeah. My son was involved. Orion, my son, was involved in helping make it with my buddy Sal. He's awesome producer, and he did like stop animation and some like really cool digital effects. And it's really fun, man. It's a really fun video.
All right.
Available at YouTube, our YouTube page, which is DBW TV. So like youtube.com/DBW DBW, standing for, which means Dead by Wednesday, DBW TV. And all our videos are there, including the Mars in Exile video.
All right, so here's Mars in Exile by Dead by Wednesday. Here we go.
I don't hear nothing. Is it playing? That was Mars in Exile by Dead by Wednesday. And we have Opus in the studio via Zoom. It's Zoom. Zoom. Was I supposed to hear that music? Because I didn't hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear it? Oh, fuck. I didn't push play? Nah, dude, don't worry about it. We got you, bro. It's played.
Nice. I was wondering. I was like, yeah.
That song fucking rocks, dude. And what I love about it is it's fast paced, it's moving, dude. It's got the melodic part to it. It's got the heavy fucking screams. It's like a song that's like gets the crowd going.
So, you got that groove.
Hell yeah, bro. That's what it's all about. The hook.
The Vinnie Paul groove. Dum boom dum boom boom dum. Little White Zombie, kind of like that old school heavy Pantera White Zombie kind of bounce. Bounce.
I remember that tour, man. Fucking Pantera and White Zombie back in the day, dude. That was
hell yeah, bro.
Awesome. One of my favorite shows.
Nothing like old school White Zombie, man. I'm not a big fan of like the techno Rob Zombie. No offense. I love his movies, but I like the old school White Zombie with the band.
Yeah.
With the girl bass player. That was good.
Sean,
real
dude, she
drummer.
was good, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay on drums, or no, John
Tempesta.
Yeah. And then Jay Unger was the guitarist. But yeah, that was a solid band, dude. They were awesome. I love them.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
But, whatever. I mean, I think, Rob Zombie reached a point where he was just like, all right, well, I could branch out and do other stuff. I guess at that point, like NuMetal was coming up and stuff, and
it's back. It's coming back again, man.
It's crazy.
NuMetal, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Dude, I just played with Taproot. The shows were packed.
Yeah, my Jared went and checked it out. He said it was packed. It was a packed show.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, now I have to ask you about this, dude, and I'm mesmerized by this. You played Woodstock '99.
I sure did, sir.
How did that happen?
Well, I was in a band prior to social media. We had our own website.
Okay.
And the chat room was always busy. We were pretty, I guess, well known for this area in the 90s called Gargantua Soul, and G Soul was for short. And it was kind of like a Faith No More downset, Chili Peppers esque, I don't know, type of thing, and like heavy funk rock metal-ish, very unique, very ahead of its time, kind of rap rock-ish, but not really. Still singing, I don't know. It's an odd band, and before it was super popular, he would do like different gimmicks every show, so you never knew what he was going to do. Very theatrical. Went to school for that. The singer Chris Keys painted his whole body up all the time, different things. In fact, a lot of people don't want to admit it, but they were influenced by Chris. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
I know. Yeah, I know a lot of bands actually that's actually that picture right there. That's early Dead by Wednesday.
That's early. I don't have. That's Dead by Wednesday.
Yeah, that's Dead by Wednesday.
That's not. Oh man, I pulled up the wrong picture.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Speaking of that, early Dead by Wednesday, we're doing a now and then set at my show, my birthday show at Toad's Place, January 13th in New Haven, Connecticut. It's always an amazing show. I got to get you guys on one of those shows. But we're doing the Capital Conspiracy album, which with the Dead by Wednesday crew that's been holding it down for the last decade. That I'm, those are my boys, Dave Sharp, Esteban, and the original bass player who's been with me since the beginning, Mike. And then halfway through the set, we're going to bring up my two cousins, Chesky and David Ramos, who are the original singers. And Mike's going to stay because he was there from the beginning. Me and Mike, the rhythm section, the bass player and the drummer.
Oh, so that's cool, and man. Then, so you can have like a little bit of a reunion.
Yeah, and then we're bringing up Ross and Pat Garcia, Ross Regusta, Pat Garcia, the original guitar players. And we're going to do the very first album, Democracy is Dead, which is more in that style, that rap metal kind of style, with those guys as a throwback. It's going to be awesome in the second half of the show. And we're going to do the Democracy is Dead album, which is the first Dead by Wednesday album that came out on Jimmy Josta's label, Stillborn Records, in awesome. 2000 and I want to say 7 or 2008 or something like that.
Now this is the cousin that's in the Interpreters now, right?
I don't know who that is. Who's that?
Isn't it the Interpreters? Isn't that like the rock the thing that Fat Mike from NoFX is doing? The Interpreters? A co-conspirator. No.
So my cousin Chesky is in the Co-Defendants.
Co-Defendants, not the Interpreters. Yeah. Co-Defendants. I don't know where the hell I fucking pulled that from.
This was like Papa Roach or some shit. I'm like, who the hell are those guys? But yeah, so that's gonna be a cool show. And but
would you say that's on the 13th?
Yeah, January 13th, Saturday. Yep.
We're actually playing Lucky 13 that night.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're playing. Yeah,
I would love to do. We should do this. We should do that together.
We're playing.
Kevin booked that. Kevin booked that.
Yeah. I could probably get us a gig there, man. That'd be awesome.
Kevin books there, right?
Yes.
From Blackthorn?
Yep.
Yeah. Tell him I said what's up, and we could do something together in the future.
I'd love to, man. That's awesome. Yeah,
Let's
we're playing with
it.
First Jason, the guy who played Jason.
Guys. Yeah.
We played Jason in the first Friday the 13th.
I got a funny story about those guys, man. I got a funny story about those guys. You want to hear it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is going to clear up a lot of stuff, and I know he's going to still. I know they're still holding the grudge, so I'm just going to leave it at that, and it's okay, and I don't mind. But we played like a Juggalo show with them, maybe like I want to say I don't know how many months ago, but it was a while ago. In I think it was in Massachusetts, Lucky Dog or something, I forgot. And my tech, Talon, I don't know if you met him. You met Talon.
Yeah,
he was at the Milwaukee Metal Fest. He's very, very good about what he does. He's very anal, little to the point of OCD-ness, and he smokes a lot of pot. You know, what I mean, like to be honest, and so we put our stuff in a corner of this place. Way too many bands, way too much gear, and we have it all stacked in a corner. Our stuff is like very, we like to keep it neat so we know what our stuff is. We don't lose anything.
Yeah.
We don't, we have no mistakes or any of that stuff. And I have him in charge of watching it and making sure that, everything's cool. Now, those guys came in like a whirlwind and they put their shit all over everyone's stuff, including our stuff. And there was this black, I think it was a black bag or one of those, very universal bag. It looked like it could be anyone's stuff, and who knows what the hell's in it. And they put it on top of our stuff. We got done playing, and Talon loaded everything into, all the vehicles, including their bag. Now, it was time for them to go on. He's running around looking for it.
What was it, a sitar?
Like, blah, blah. He's like, blah, 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 blah. Where's my bag? Where's the bag? And so I'm like, wait a minute, black bag. And I'm like, Talon, check the vehicle just to make sure. And of course, it was in there.
Yeah.
And so they absolutely thought that Dead by Wednesday ripped them off. And they don't know us. We look like a bunch of, He's like, come on, man. And I tried, talking to him, and it sounded like a giant excuse, but it was true. And so I even emailed him afterwards, and he wrote me back some funny thing like, yeah, sure, buddy, blah, 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 blah. Like, someone's like, whatever, dude. I'm done trying to convince you. Screw you. I like Michael Myers better anyway. I got a little Michael Myers on my drum. I got a little Michael. Look. I'm not even kidding. Look. Not only do I have him on my drum set. You see him?
Oh yeah, there he is. That's awesome.
I also got.
There he is.
And I got the Cult of Thorn tattoo on my hand.
Me too. I got it right here,
Get
bro.
out of here.
Yeah, on my right there. You see it?
Get the fuck out of here.
You see it?
Oh my god, look at this.
We're brothers.
That's weird, dude.
With Thorn, we're part of the cult, bro.
That's weird.
Yeah, there we go, man. The thorn that ties us, dude. That's that's unfortunate about Ari, bro. He's cool. If anything, you know what, man? When I see him, I'm gonna be like, dude, you know what? I'm tight with Opus. It was an honest mistake, bro. We'll smooth it out. Brooklyn style.
Yeah, it's all good. I don't hate the guy. I just think he hates us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all good. He probably just don't trust us is the point, and that's fine. I guess I would feel the same if the shoe was on the other foot.
Yeah. No, it's what, like you said, man, this business, dude, like people can get rubbed the wrong way and easily, it is what it is, dude. I can't even.
He was just the the mutant child, Jason. You know,
the first one. Yeah, I mean, you know what, dude? He made a career of it. He does his like conventions and stuff.
Dude. That's awesome.
You know,
no, this is Sitar's badass.
Dude, it is, dude. It's cool. Like, you know, I enjoy their sets and stuff. But yeah, we're playing with them on the 13th. But so what do you got coming up, dude? You want to plug anything?
Oh, but I didn't finish the story. We never got back to it. So all I got on Woodstock 89 was
yes, Woodstock 89
started
right.
blowing up. Gargantua's Soul started blowing up in the 90s. And we ended up gaining the attention to a West Coast manager, Abby Steinman, and he had a partner at the time called named Ford Englerth, and Ford Englerth was the tour manager for Rage Against the Machine.
Oh shit!
And so when he saw us, they were looking for an East Coast band that they could develop and blow up in the same genre as Rage.
Okay.
And when they heard us, Ford fell in love with it, and he convinced Abby, who was more of an old school 80s guy who did like Warrant or Great White. I forgot. I think it was Great White. He did a bunch of those kind of bands, and convinced him to like take a risk and really try to like do something with us. But it was different times. Like there wasn't Facebook and Instagram and TikTok.
No, none of that.
It was you have a website, a chat room. You were either popular or you weren't. You flyered. You put stuff on the polls, word of mouth, email lists, even mailing lists. We would mail stuff out. You know what I mean? And we worked our ass off, dude, to do what we did. I mean, there were so many accolades with that band. I mean, we were on a VH1 Original Movies That Rock series called what the hell's his name? Oh God, there's a bunch of people that were in it that were like super, super famous now. I can't remember this guy's name, but anyway, it was called At Any Cost. It was a movie, and we played a band in that. And this is all through Ford, you know, and he got us on Woodstock. We were the only unsigned band to play the emerging artist stage under the hangar where they had the raves. 45
that hangar.
Set. Yeah,
you mean
awesome.
Like the triage? Get me out of the sun.
Stage. There was 3 stages, and like
I was there, dude.
Bill played that day. Two Skinny Jays, a bunch of bands, and Gargantua's Soul was one of them. And we killed it, man. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
We did a bunch of the drum jams, and then also we won the we won the #1 Sobe Hard Rock Cafe unsigned band contest, and they flew us to Colorado. We ended up opening for Papa Roach for this like private like industry party under a heated tent, and it was like, dude, all this like crazy stuff that you would never think could happen happened. And then we ended up playing our hometown Coliseum in New Haven, Connecticut before they tore it down. I always swore that I would play there at least once. I used to see Ozzy there, Judas Priest. I played the New Haven Coliseum and opening for Rage and Gangstar and At the Drive-In. And we were the first band. And again, Rage got us on these shows. So, you know, all these things that happened was done through Rage's management company, you know?
That's awesome.
So it was pretty intense for a long time. I really thought it was going to pop off. But if there's one,
dude, you had a lot of opportunities on that, man. You had a lot of like memorable gigs and stuff, dude. That's awesome.
Well, I think that really that's the only reason why I have a career now, because like I feel sorry for any new artists or any new bands that are trying to like really break into the industry. I have a little bit of being grandfathered in, not a lot, not as much as like, you know, like someone like that's already been there, done that, and made it, and now they're like touring, like the Cro-Mags, like. You know, all these like, you know, Megadeth and all these bands that like, you know, they've been around for so long. I consider them like they're grandfathered in. They you know, people still want to go see them.
They have their spot.
Know their music, you know, and even in any genre, like, you know, looking like I don't know, like any of these bands that are still playing that you know, like they have a career, and I feel like Gargantua's Soul gave me a little bit of a launching pad to sort of still have a fan base to this day that carried over into Dead by Wednesday.
That's cool.
And
brother.
a lot of the times now you have to either be like this overnight. Like, so I did it old school style, like Metallica, shaking hands and slapping babies' butts and giving kisses and meeting people and selling T-shirts one show at a time. And now it's like, yeah, either if you don't become like a YouTube sensation or a TikTok star, or like I don't even know, like have this like one hit or something, it doesn't really work. And so I feel like
we're in a weird time right now, bro.
In a way, I'm lucky, like
yeah,
that.
No, dude, absolutely. You got your spot, man. Like you're doing, you got the Mindsnap thing going. You're doing Dead by Wednesday right now. You're touring with the Cro-Mags, which is, a very
that's going to take up that I didn't really want to divulge into it too much, but the truth is that I'm going to be doing stuff with Dead by Wednesday and with my Sabbath tribute, but for 2024, I'm pretty much taking on the full-time role
in Cro-Mags.
Wow, and we're going to be doing a lot of touring.
That's awesome.
And a lot of festivals and stuff like that.
That's coming back. That old school punk stuff, dude.
Oh,
There's
man,
definitely a market
in
for
Europe,
it,
man. In different countries, people love that stuff. Yeah.
One of my bands that I've always wanted to see live, dude, and they never come around here. I'd love to go see Cocksparrow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd love them,
That's
dude.
Crazy. I haven't even heard that name and God knows how long. I don't think I can even name a song, honestly.
Oh, it's like Line 'Em Up and like we're in the Riot Squad. The fun fucking squad. Yeah, good stuff. I want to make you laugh though. Like before I said I was at Woodstock 99. I got one picture and my proof that I was there. I'm going to pull it up right now. You could probably wow. Yeah, you could probably blindfold me with dental floss right there, dude.
You look like a 90s kid.
Yeah, dude, that's it. That's 90s right there, man.
Did you have baggy pants on? You had baggy pants, didn't you?
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. I had those, what are those, medicine pants they were called?
I forgot. Yeah, like the raver pants.
Yeah, and they had like the pockets and stuff, and you could keep all kinds of shit.
You're going to hide a whole guitar in the leg.
Yeah, absolutely.
I knew a guy used to
I was too big to hide a guitar in there. Maybe I can get like a 40 or something in there. But other than that, yeah, man. Dude, I really do appreciate you coming on tonight. And I actually, Tony pulled this up. At any cost starred James Franco.
That's it. James Franco, yeah.
James Franco.
You can only get it in VHS, bro.
That's awesome. I love VHS. I still have my VHS player. But again, Opus, thank you.
My YouTube page, if you go to my personal YouTube page, youtube.com/ Mr. Opus the Dopest Music. So Mr. OPUS the Dopest DOPEST music, all one word. I know it's long. I should have done something easier when I first signed on, but now it's too late. It has a bunch of movie clips, a bunch of old school TV stuff that I've done. I've been on many shows. You probably as like background and like even acting, a lot of reality shows. That's how I met my girl. That's how I had my kid Orion. I got to mention my son's YouTube page, and he would get mad at me if I don't. He's amazing. He's actually basically started his own like gaming site, and we have some videos ourselves too.
That's awesome.
He edits his own video. He knows how to use that Illustrator and all that stuff better than I do. He's 10 years old. And he's got his own YouTube page, his own merchandise. You can buy a Spider Orion T-shirt. It's a dope logo, and his YouTube is at Spider_Orion ORION. Spider Oreo is the name of the page, but it's how you get there is at Spider_Orion. His name ORION, like the constellation, and check out his page as well. And then Dead by Wednesday, just Google Dead by Wednesday, and it's on every, any sort of social media as the Dead by Wednesday like that.
Don't forget also, you got to check out his solo album. Opus has a dope solo album of killer covers.
I'm trying to find players for that, man. It's hard.
Dude, I really enjoy your cover of Send Me an Angel, bro, from Rad. I love that song, dude. Fuck yeah, man.
I love 80s music. I love 80s
course,
music, man.
Me
And
too.
I love.
We grew up at a really great time, bro.
I always hear like those songs, like I always hear them as like hard rock songs, like even Should Have Known Better by Richard Marx. Like guilty pleasure right there. One of the best concerts I ever brought my girl to because she loves him. Richard Marx. He was amazing, and I always heard those songs as like heavy rock songs. And you know what? I didn't realize it, but I pulled up some YouTube stuff. He's done that before. He's gotten bands together and gone out and done like hard rock versions of his songs.
That's awesome.
And it's really cool.
I follow Richard Marx on Twitter sometimes, or X it's called now, but he owns people, dude, that try to like rip into him. He's pretty fucking funny, man. Yeah, you got to check out his stuff.
He's a smart guy, and he's funny. He's
man, of course. Of course, dude.
Yeah.
But again, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
And I'll be talking to you soon, my brother.
Podcast.
Absolutely. Thank you, dude.
I'll start sending some people your way.
Please, dude. Anytime, bro. I'll definitely put them on for you, and I'll catch up with you soon, bro. Thank you.
You're gonna share us on all the social media stuff. Like
I tagged you. I tagged you on the original feed, but once I'm done, I'm gonna put it on Spotify probably tomorrow, and then I'm gonna put it on my YouTube channel. But I'll tag you in that too, and send you the links and stuff.
Sounds good, brother.
Thanks so much, Opus. Have a good night, brother.
All right, peace out, man. I'll be talking to you soon.
Take care.
Later, man. Thanks.
Later. All right, so that was pretty awesome, man. Opus has a lot to talk about, and thank him again for coming on. All right, kiddies, we're running out of time right now. I just want to do my plugs and get the fuck up out of here. Mr. Beery's. Oh, Mr. Beery's. I love Mr. Beery's, and you should love Mr. Beery's because that's the place to be. Open mics always on Thursday. This weekend, Shy Flyer is on Friday night. And Blue Race, Bully Wins, and Fight Milk is on Saturday night. Go in there, say hi to the Kevs. Tell them that Nikki sent you, and they'll probably stick you with my bar tab. Also, I'd like to thank my other sponsor, Dark Side of the Shroomaloomies, darksideoftheshroom.com. Trippy Scream, 25% off. Check out when you go buy these delicious bite-sized edibles from this site. Trippy Scream will give you 25% off, so use that code. And it's delicious bite-sized gummies that taste good, and they're made from Amanita muscaria. They're 500 milligrams each per dose, and there's also used for medicinal purposes. Like me, I don't go for the Orbit anymore. It helps me sleep, and I'm not going to say I take one every night, but I kind of, the last couple of weeks I have been, and I've been sleeping pretty good. I've been actually pretty late to work, too, and I started buying some patchouli oil, and I'm hacky sacking and stuff, and I'm trying to get my dreads back, but that I never had. But anyway, check out Dark Side of the Shroom. Blood Orange, Berry Blend, Blue Raz, and Watermelon. Great flavors. And like I'll say, I've been saying it always, those flavors are so much better than that rotten granola stale that you wiped with your ass from 25 years ago taste of the traditional shrooms. Kids, it's always a pleasure. I love you. Tomorrow night. That's right. Tony, I don't know what I would do without you. Tomorrow night, the Demon Ska is playing their final show of 2023. We're going to be with Feast Your Eyes, Resist the Temptation, and Hostile Intent. Patty Dodge put this killer lineup on tomorrow night at Sinclair's Pub in West Babylon. It's free, so they have no fucking excuse. Just come. Come hang out. Come hang out with me and tell me what I'm doing wrong in life. Or if I'm doing it right. I think I'm doing it right. Because you never know. If you do tell me that I am doing it wrong, you could also be part of the Fuck You Hall of Fame of Primal Scream podcast. Kids, I'm taking off next week because it is the holiday week. I will be back the following week. I hope everyone has a nice and plentiful Thanksgiving, and whatever you do, stay safe, stay to yourself, and I will see you cats on the flip-flop. Nizza is out. Later.
Thank you for listening to Primal Scream. I'm Nick Graystone, a.k.a. The Nizza. Each week, Primal Scream is produced by Tony Walker and executive produced by Demon Scar. Always remember, nobody writes your story but you. Later.